Hello, this is your weekly Space News Roundup for the 2nd of May 2021, read by me, Philip Day of giant-leap.space. In today's episode, Air Vice Marshal Paul Godfrey of the UK Space Command sets out his vision. OneWeb secures over $500 million in additional funding. UK researchers plan to lead the way on astrobiology. We tell you how to take part. Seraphim Capital release global space investment figures with insights at your fingertips. The International Trade Minister announces the first 10 companies in the UK Space Export Academy. You'll probably recognise some, but not all of the names. Canadian GHGSat joins the UK space industry, announcing a London office alongside the first of several expected jobs. And the hashtag Job of the Week comes out of an intensely busy recruiting week for jobs posted to our Patreon Discord server, but we bring you potentially the pick of the crop. Air Vice Marshal Paul Godfrey of the Royal Air Force is the first and newly appointed head of UK Space Command. Taking up his post on the 1st of April 2021, he outlined his vision for the new organisation this week with the aim of developing a strong, diverse and dynamic space partnership between the military, civilian and commercial space operators. The Royal Air Force was previously the single service guardian of the UK's military space interests, formed primarily of three functions: space workforce generation, i.e. training, space operations and space capability, which is formed of assets or space equipment. Describing his plan to deliver on their mission, Paul Godfrey said, "We cannot do this alone, and collaboration will be at the centre of everything that we do." He continued, "Not only will this enhance our operational delivery and generate the skills for our workforce, but it will ensure that we develop the space-based capabilities that will be needed by the entire space sector in the United Kingdom." French business Eutelsat invests $550 million into OneWeb. As you know, London-based OneWeb was saved from bankruptcy last year by a joint venture between Her Majesty's Government and Bharti Enterprises of India, both making $500 million investments. This time, after the company has enjoyed both significant growth in the year and another successful raise of $400 million from SoftBank in Q1 this year, more on that later, a new post-money valuation of just under $3 billion has bought Eutelsat 24% of the business in return for their $550 million investment, alongside buying them similar governance rights to the UK government and Bharti Enterprises. I asked the interim head of UK Space Agency, Ian Annett, what the UK government made of the deal. "A great vote of confidence that a significant European space operator has chosen to support a UK-based company," he told me. "Of course, we are delighted. The UK will retain its existing governance rights," he said. That's an important positive review from the man at the top of the UK Space Agency, who are the cross-government lead on the OneWeb venture. Giant Leapers will remember that the government came out under Alok Sharma MP from the Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy in July 2020 to claim that the $500 million investment would translate into, quote, the first UK sovereign space capability. His press release was a little controversial at the time because he also went on to claim, "With a sovereign global satellite system, the UK will further develop its advanced manufacturing base, making the most of its highly skilled workforce as the hardware is further developed." However, it quickly became clear that OneWeb would continue to manufacture entirely in the United States of America. That being said, Ian Annett's reassuring statement that the UK retains existing governance rights ensures that our sovereign capability ambitions are still to be met, whilst of course this new valuation proves two key things. Firstly, OneWeb is moving from a position of weakness, indeed bankruptcy, into one of strength as they look set to become the first truly global LEO broadband constellation ahead of Starlink, and secondly, the UK government's investment has already generated quite a lot of value. Crunchbase reports the company has raised $3.9 billion since its foundation in 2012, and with the recent valuation, their $500 million investment less than 12 months ago should now be worth approximately $800 million, or 160% what it was back in July 2020. Not a bad return rate. UKSPACELABS 2021 Annual Symposium, a UK Space Biomedicine Association event. Never heard of the UK Biomedicine Association? Well, it's entirely possible that by 3 PM on the 7th of May, you may know all you need to, and possibly more. From 10:15 until 14:30 BST, don't believe every poster you see online. Their own accidentally says GMT, so don't miss out on the first hour by accident. The association will launch their position paper entitled, quote, "Why Space? The Opportunity for Health and Life Science Innovation." The event will be opened by Professor Charles Cockell from the University of Edinburgh with the outline of a pretty cool concept mission for the European Large Logistic Lander to send to the moon. Followed by Dr. Nicole Buckley and the famous Libby Jackson, who is the Human Exploration Programme Manager at the UK Space Agency, as they discuss the evolving space landscape. There's plenty more going on, so if astrobiology is your thing, or you think it might be, check out the link in the description for more details and the free sign up. Seraphim Capital, the world's largest space VC, published their study on the first quarter investment activity across the globe. Last week, we reported on the successful and oversubscribed seed round for Satellite View, a UK Earth observation company. That round was led by Seraphim Capital, who released their Space Tech Index for Q1 of 2021 this week. The fund reports that for the third consecutive quarter, investments have topped $2.5 billion, setting a new annual investment record close to $9 billion, which is almost double the previous year. The UK made the second spot on the quarterly fundraising table thanks to the $400 million SoftBank investment in OneWeb that we touched on earlier. As a result of this enormous growth globally and Seraphim's view on public market desire, space tech could be coming of age as a potentially trillion-dollar industry. We've linked the actual document in the description if you want to read a little further. It is incredibly insightful stuff. UK Space Export Academy opens its doors to the first cohort of 10. The UK International Trade Minister Graham Stewart announced the first 10 businesses to sign up to the Space Export Academy, and here is the full list. Proto-Launch, High Sky, Goonhilly Earth Station, who once handled Apollo landing transmissions and now work with Deep Space Comms, including potentially the Artemis Moon mission comms, Satellite View, B2 Space, famous for their Rockoon platform, Prometheus Space Technologies, Lacuna Space, famous for their global IoT network in LEO, Nano Avionics, Bright Ascension, and Commercial Space Technologies. If I mentioned a business there who you'd like to learn more about, please let me know in the comments so I can fill you in on the next release, or if you're the strong, silent type, please do leave us a like. Of course, we're yet to see how the first cohort benefits from the programme and eagerly await their feedback on what we believe will be a worthy and free way to supercharge performance selling abroad. Canadian GHGSat joins the UK space industry, announcing a London office and a job to go with it. GHGSat develops and operates emission sensing and, quote, data technology, whatever that precisely is, for industries seeking to decarbonise their activities and the planet too. Ever since they launched Claire, who was their first satellite, the business has been providing data services to industry with the aim of helping them to reduce their carbon footprint. Claire is believed to complete over 1,200 individual observations per year of high-risk facilities such as power stations, coal mines, landfills, and even natural sources such as mud volcanoes. The Green Business's president is Stéphane Germain, who's keen to find the best talent across the world and their estate, ranging from Canada, USA, and now the UK, so that they can make a real difference to tackling climate change. The link to their London analyst job opportunity was published to our Patreon community over on Discord on Friday morning. You can access it there by signing up at patreon.com/giantleap if that sounds good to you. Pick of the crop. This week's hashtag Job of the Week comes from OneWeb, who are searching for a key account manager. An agile sales expert who loves to get stuck in and lead from the front, on this occasion leading OneWeb sales across the maritime sector. This could be a great role for Royal Navy or Royal Fleet Auxiliary veterans in my opinion, but of course it's open to anyone with the right skills, drive and experience. As usual, the link to this one is in the description. Many platforms such as here on YouTube allow you to follow and like our content. It's a great way to ensure you keep bang up to date next Sunday at noon when we release our next instalment. On social media, we're using the hashtag Giant Leap, where we usually post several times a day. If you'd like to be a part of it there, come and join us there. Thanks for checking in, and until next time, remember that every giant leap is set up by thousands of small steps. This has been a Giant-Leap.Space News Roundup.